right, I've got the car up in the air, and previous owner had removed and then covered up the hole for the ABS sensor, which is a speed sensor. So I removed their cover, temporary cover, or whatever they thought it was. And you can see the, let's see if I can get the light here. Yeah, you can see the wheel inside of the hub where I need to install the new sensor, which is right there and on the other side. But this sensor came off of an SC300. I just bought it on eBay. I just lucked into it. Brand new from Toyota, they're like 300 bucks. I got these for like $50, so lucky break. But you can see the wire was there. They had it tucked into the engine bay, and I just rerouted it back down into the fender well. There's a little mount point right there. I don't know if you can see it, but sticks into the body, comes down here, and then I'm gonna have to figure out how to route that wire, which clamps onto the upper control arm, to that wire and then secure it in place. So technically I only need one, but I'm gonna install both if I can find the harness on the other side. That one is less obvious. But yeah, once I get these in, I should have the ability to run traction control. And then you can see the new tie rod there, new brakes, brake rotors, and new boots right there for the steering rack. So once I get this in, then it is a matter of getting the ECU wired into where the stock sensor locations are. So the ECU that I have has a pigtail for ABS sensors. I just need to track down where on the actual engine harness that goes, and then tell the ECU to use those as front wheel speed sensor signals. All right. All right, I am driving down the street and I got the ground speed, which is that green line in the chart, to start registering, and I got the correct correction factor or scaling factor, and it matches the vehicle speed sensor when there's no slip. So looks like these ABS sensors work, or at least the one on the right hand side of the vehicle works, which is all I need. But yeah, good progress. Now I just have to wait for my DTM plugs to show up, and then I can do some permanent wiring, because right now you can probably see there's electrical tape holding in some test leads. But good progress. All right, so I just adjusted the door on this car, and now it is pretty much perfect. Before, it was hitting the striker with the top of the latch instead of the middle of the latch, and it was crooked here. And I believe that was preventing this from sealing up also, so the targa was leaking. What you need is this tool right here, which is a DMZ-12 by KTC, Kyoto Tool Company. I tried the thing where you put a lever in here, and you pull it up, but that didn't work and I didn't want to push it. So what you do is you take this tool, and you can see that there's two different offsets on it, which means you can approach each bolt from 4 different angles: up, down, in and out, 2 times 2. So basically what you do is you just put, I have a jack here with a jack pad. I put some, this is synthetic paper towel. It's some weird thing my parents had, but put something soft here. And I came at it from this angle. Whoops, I came at it from this angle. So I just put it right on the seam. And then I jacked it up to where the door just sat on it without moving it. And then I loosened all 4 of the bolts. So there's 2 up there and then 2 behind there. And this will get to each one. You can turn them like not even a quarter turn at a time, but just take your time with it. Once they were all loose, or don't remove the bolt, just loosen them. I basically just pumped the handle like 1 time, and it raised this thing up by like not even 5 millimeters. And then I just tightened those up halfway, test fit the door, it looked good. And then I just tightened them up all the way. And now, the door closes perfect. All right, that's how you do it the proper way. All right, I just did a 100 octane 3rd gear pull, and this thing is at least as fast as the 911 turbo. It peaked out at 15 pounds, but I did not take it to redline because I'm still getting used to this car. So yeah, I'd say that it was definitely pulling a lot of timing on 91 octane, which shouldn't really be a surprise to anyone, I guess, but that's probably what was happening. I need to go through the data logger and look at the timing, but yeah, this is just a shakedown run. I got the the rear left ABS sensor working, and I turned on traction control, but the problem is it's not registering under 30 miles an hour, which is really weird. I'm not sure if that's the actual sensor or if it's the wiring somewhere in the car. So that's something I need to track down over the course of the next couple of weeks. But that's what's going on. No other information about the tune other than it was for 91 pump gas, so kind of in the dark about that. I need to get in contact with people who tune the car, see if I can get some dyno time. I think I'm just going to run 100 octane exclusively in this car from now on, because there are pumps all over the place in West LA. I don't plan on like just driving this thing around as a commuter. That peak was at 7 pounds of boost. I don't know if that's just because it's traction limited or what, but